And today we have my Christmas tree at the back because I'm still filming before Christmas. And I think mostly this video will go up in January, mostly in the first week of Jan, I think. I'm not sure. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to share with you my favorite foundations of all times. Now you guys know that I love wearing makeup and I love trying new foundations. Most importantly, I love my foundations to have a certain amount of SPF in them. My throat is hurting and I just need to have some water to keep going. The MAC Studio Fix Liquid Foundation. This is in the shade NC40 for me. There used to be a time when I used to use this in the shade NC42, but I think I started to turn fair. I don't know, God knows for what reason and how. And since then I had to start using NC40 on me. This has an SPF of 15. This is pretty much like a light to medium texture, not texture, it's sort of a light to medium consistency foundation. It's not very thick, it's not very light. It's enough consistency and it's nice to give you that buildable coverage as well. I love this foundation because it doesn't make me feel like it's very heavy on my skin. At the same time, it actually gives me enough coverage for a daily, everyday use foundation as well. And it's a beautiful foundation, you guys. And it doesn't come with a pump actually. So this is a dispenser pump that you have to buy separately from the MAC store itself. It comes with a normal cap, which is not advisable for you to use, because with the dispenser pump you will get only the amount of product that you actually want to use. So it's a beautiful product. The cost of all of these foundations I'm going to mention in the bottom bar for you guys. I'm not going to be speaking them in the video because I think I might go wrong with quite a few prices. I don't know what's up with me today. I'm so sorry if you think I shouldn't be having water in between, but I just can't help it. Anyway, apart from the MAC foundation, what I really like is, I'm gonna speak about a drugstore one now. So this is the COVERGIRL OUTLAST Stay Fabulous foundation. This one, I have made a whole video on this. This has an SPF of 20. The purpose of this foundation is to actually serve as a sunscreen. This is a 3-in-1 liquid foundation. It actually has the lasting power of a primer. It has the coverage of a concealer, and it also has the blendability of a foundation. By that, what I mean is that you do not need to use a separate primer or a separate concealer for that. All you need is just this foundation. This will last on your skin the way any foundation would last on your skin with a bit of primer as well. This will actually last on your skin just the way it is, very nicely, without budging, without cracking, without melting. And you do not need a separate concealer to cover your marks. You can always use just this foundation, and it obviously works as a foundation as well. So that's what I love about this. For me, this is in the shade Golden Tan, and this is an all-day flawless coverage foundation, and this is pretty much the same consistency as the MAC Studio Fix for me, and this actually gives me very good coverage. I would say this is very good for a drugstore foundation. It gives immense coverage, and I love that about this. There's a whole video about it on my channel. I will insert the link to that in the bottom bar below. It's a beautiful foundation, you guys. In case I'm missing out on something about this, definitely go check out that video. I have demoed the entire process of applying this, so you will get to see everything from start to finish with this foundation. The next is going to be a high-end favorite foundation of mine, and that is the Too Faced Born This Way liquid foundation. It's a fab foundation. I'm gonna tell you, all my life I used to always think that there's nothing better than MAC. I used to always think that. I mean, when I wasn't really introduced to a lot of makeup, I used to always say that MAC is the best. You know, you should try MAC. I used to be like that. But honestly, I do feel that MAC is good, but when it comes to competition with other foundations, I would always say Too Faced is definitely, without a doubt, my blind bet of all times. So this one is in the shade Warm Beige for me, and this gives me, they have written medium to full coverage. I say it's pretty much full coverage foundation. It's an oil-free foundation as well. So if you do have an oily skin, you will love this foundation. Also, I have dry skin, but I do not feel like this doesn't hydrate my skin. It actually hydrates my skin. So I don't know how this works. It works well for me, for my normal to dry skin, and it is the foundation that I'm wearing right now as well. I'm wearing my Too Faced foundation just in case you did not see my face well. This is what I'm wearing right now on camera, and I love the coverage of this foundation. I haven't worn any concealer, I haven't worn any pressed powder, any compact, nothing. You know I love to wear my foundation just the way it is. Especially in my everyday life, I do not go through all the process of applying a concealer, applying a pressed powder. I don't do all of that. I just stick to using a foundation alone, just the way it is. Unless there are any marks that I would want to cover, then I would probably use a concealer. But this one is fab. I do not know if this has an SPF or not, but I love this foundation, and this is definitely my most favorite one. I am contradicting my point of saying I love makeup with SPF, but I can't really spot anywhere if this has an SPF in it. But what I do is I always wear it with my MAC SPF 50 primer. Every foundation I always wear my MAC primer first. So obviously my skin is prepped nicely and there is sun protection for my skin already, but I would have loved if this one actually had an SPF, but I'm really not sure. Does this have an SPF? I don't know. Anyway, this is perfect for me. It gives me that dewy, glowing skin finish, and I love that. It is, I would say it's normal to thick in consistency, like medium consistency foundation, and it's really, really nice, guys. It is worth every single penny, and it comes with a pump already, so you don't need to buy anything separately for it. It's a beautiful foundation. I'm going to tell you how much I love this foundation by the end of the video. And the next foundation that I love is a Drugstore foundation. This, all of you know, I love the Maybelline Fit Me foundation for normal to dry skin. Okay, I love the Maybelline Fit Me foundation for normal to dry skin. This also has an SPF. This has an SPF of 18, and this also serves the purpose of a sunscreen. This actually prevents sunburn for your skin, so that's a very good thing. And this, I don't know if I said, this is for normal or dry skin, and there is also a Maybelline Fit Me for people with normal to oily skin as well. This is something I picked up from the Drugstore in the US. It's in the shade 240 Golden Beige for me. I love this foundation. It's one of the best foundations from the Drugstore ever. It gives a beautiful skin-like finish, yet it adds that beautiful dewy glowing skin effect, and I love that. It's enough coverage. It's definitely, if you have flawless skin or if you don't have many marks on your skin, you're gonna love this foundation. I wouldn't say this is medium coverage. I would say like it's almost medium to full coverage foundation. It's a fab foundation. Actually, before we head over to my last favorite foundation, I'm gonna show you how much I love my Too Faced and my Maybelline Fit Me foundation. I have 3 boxes of Born This Way here, and there are 2 Maybelline Fit Me foundations here. These are sealed, they are packed, they are brand new, and I have been stocking on these because we don't get these in India. So whenever I travel, I just bring a lot of those, or whenever someone else is traveling for me, they just pick up for me and they just help me stock my makeup, because we don't have Too Faced here in Sephora yet, and I don't understand why. Like honestly, why Sephora doesn't have the best of brands? There's no Urban Decay, there's no Too Faced. What is on with Sephora? Like seriously. Anyway, the last favorite foundation for me is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Liquid Foundation. This is lightweight. I would say it's definitely a lightweight consistency foundation. It is lightweight and airlight in texture as well. So when you do apply it on your skin, out of all of these 5 foundations, I would say Makeup Forever Ultra HD one would be the best in showing you a no makeup look. This one will definitely help you with that. Like you won't be able to tell if I'm wearing makeup or not when I apply this foundation, and I love it. I have a whole video on this. I will insert the link in the bottom bar below where I have demoed the entire Makeup Forever Ultra HD Liquid Foundation. Definitely go check it out. Also, I'm not sure if this has an SPF in it. I really don't know. They have mentioned that this is actually an invisible cover foundation, so I think it means the same thing about the no makeup look. I think that's what it means. Also, this is an Ultra HD Liquid Foundation, so I have noticed whenever I've got my pictures clicked and all, my skin looks flawless in photographs. It looks beautiful in pictures, Ultra HD, that Ultra HD skin finish and all. Also, it doesn't flash back for me. These were my top 5 foundations of all times. I love Chanel as well, but I haven't really tried it on an everyday basis or enough to let you guys know about it. I will definitely insert the links to all of these foundations in the bottom bar below, along with their prices as well. So yeah, I hope that you found this video helpful. I'm sorry I talk so fast, but there is a lot of information I want to give out, and then I've noticed a lot of you guys complain that the video is so long, but I can't help it. If I have so much information to give, it just keeps going on, and I can't like filter out information. I want to give as much info as possible, and yeah, I hope that this video was helpful to you. I hope that you found it fun, and I'm sorry about doing this all the time. That's the paper napkin. I'm sorry about that. I hope you have a good day. Stay beautiful. Spread a lot of happiness and a ton of kindness. Bye guys.